Hello everybody, I am Shepples and welcome to Shepples Reviews Homesick. Homesick is an indie horror game created by Chloe Sagal. The game takes place in a house which 10 years prior to the game a mass murder had occurred there of the protagonist's brother and family. 10 years later a new house is built on the same land that the protagonist's close friend bought the house, and upon there being no contact since the first day decides to go to the house to find it in complete darkness. Armed with nothing more than a flashlight, you must find what has happened to your friend and their family. That is, if you can survive, as you are not the only one in the house. As you progress through the house, you will often be hunted by the killer, who can appear at any time from anywhere, and in order to escape from him you must run and hide with the lights off. With the lights off, all you can hear is the creepy soundtrack and the killer bursting through room doors. If you manage to get far enough away from him, it will be a short while before he will reappear again. If you do not, he will simply appear in front of you, of which you can switch back on your flashlight, giving you but a few seconds to run, or you'll find yourself quickly starting over after being brutally murdered. In order to escape, you must find various items which can aid you in getting out, but it's not just that simple. Each time you play the game, the items are randomly generated, meaning they could be anywhere and will never be in the exact same place, making things interesting and quite difficult with each playthrough. The game is played in a pixelated style side-scrolling form, and you must search various places for the items, from cupboards to wardrobes to drawers or under tables and beds. The problem with this, and the first issue with the game, is that while doing this, the killer can appear out of any of these places, forcing you to run and hide. The more you search, the more he will appear, to the point that it happens too often, and you can spend most of your time running and hiding as opposed to progressing. This leads to the second issue I found with the game. Combining the items randomly generating and the frequency of the killer's appearance, you will quickly find yourself getting frustrated, and the game quickly losing its charm that it has when you first start playing. The killer's frequent appearances also makes him lose the fear he has on the player, as you begin to pretty much expect him to pop out at you whenever you search anywhere, and then find yourself cringing at the thoughts of having to run away and hide for about the 7th or 8th time in about 30 minutes of play. For me personally, this truly bored me and angered me all at once. It was one of the causes of actually not finishing a full Let's Play of the game, with no intentions of going back to attempt to finish it. The thoughts of having to start all over again just made my stomach turn, leaving me to have to just leave the game unfinished and just let the Let's Play finish where I left off. Another reason that put me completely off playing the game again is, after nearly an hour of gameplay and slowly collecting items and progressing through the house, I got a key that went to a door in the upper balcony, yet there was nothing on the balcony despite searching everything and everywhere there. The question that came to mind in this case was, why would you give a key to the player to a locked door with nothing to be found upon locking it? It may have been possible that I needed an item for the balcony that I hadn't yet gotten, but after searching everywhere through the house, top to bottom, I couldn't find any way to progress. The actual layout and design of the house is pretty good, with no crazy and out-of-place rooms, and it's pretty fluent and believable that it may possibly be a real house. It's just a shame that a lot of the primary features of the game just lets it down all so much. To be honest, after that there is little more to really say about the game. It is pretty simple attempts to escape the house and not get killed, and it's quite creepy, at least at first. But once again the killer appears too often, forcing you to run and hide too often, and you lose all the fear of the killer, along with randomized item spawning causes for things to get messy and boring, and making the player having to find them all over again in different places than previously. The game does have potential to be something good, but requires a bit more work, thought, balancing and polish. Unfortunately, however, for me the game is a great idea that just has not been pulled together to the full extent that it could be, and for that it gets a 4 out of 10. If you'd like to play the game for yourself, I will put the link in the video description below where it can be downloaded for free. Thank you very much for watching. I hope that you've enjoyed the video, and as always, I will see you in the next one. Thank you, and have fun.